guys. It's your local musical shit show here with Sofa City Sounds. I almost forgot all the words that were going to come out of my mouth, which is not uncommon for me. I'm freezing my ass off because we have no heat. So it hasn't been a great day. You guys, on the other hand, look nice and toasty warm in your car. Can you please introduce yourselves?
I'm Justin Robinson.
I'm Matt. You do.
Oh, I say.
Oh, no sound. No sound. We have no sound.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Sorry about
That was so weird.
that.
all did iPhone.
But sorry,
There we go.
So yeah, I'm Justin. I sing for Kylik.
I'm back at the drums and record.
See, and today when I had put up the promo video, I didn't know how to pronounce it, so I spelt it. And you have no sound. Fuck! There we go. Yep, sound. No. What is going on today? Today is the day. Oh, man. I'm live, just so you know. Okay, head into your room, please. You can make your hot chocolate, but little noise, please. So, here we go. No, I don't know what is it. I don't know. Is it? I wonder if your speaker's not close enough to you guys. But you guys look relatively close to your phone.
Give me one more. I got one more move I could pull.
Ooh, I like magic people.
All right, let's try it. How about now? How's that sounding? Any better?
Oh, that sounds great. You do sound very clear now.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
Light-proof cases, great for protection, horrible for sound.
Well,
here we are. Justin from Kylik, Mac from Kylik. I sing.
Perfect.
He does all the rest.
Awesome.
He does drums and media and filming and recording and loving us all the same.
Not all the same. I don't love them all the same.
You look like you were going to lean in and kiss him. I mean, we're totally for that on this. You should see some of the dumb shit we've done on this show. So what I was saying before we lost your sound, is that a Quiznos cup?
No, it's Twigs.
Oh, I thought
We're in a Twigs parking lot right now. We were going to do the interview inside, but we unfortunately didn't have good sound quality. So we came out here to have even
poorer sound quality. So I think where I had left off with the sound, we had gotten through who you guys were, and I said that I had spelt out the name of your band because I had no idea how to pronounce it. And I just thought it was a better idea to spell it than pronounce it wrong. I suppose I probably could have just voice messaged and asked, but we know how my day has been, so my apologies.
It still worked.
It still works. Got the point across.
Yeah, I did. And we reached a few people with that video. So yeah. So hopefully we have quite a few viewers tonight. One of them, Abigail Carpenter, has already popped in and says hi.
Hey.
Hi.
So yeah. So how long have you guys been together? Can we have the backstory on how it all happened?
Yeah. So since 2017 we've been like active, more or less. So 7 years.
7 years, but before that, Kylik still existed, sort of. Before that,
we gave it the good college try before. It was me, my old bandmate, and our original guitar player. Had just kind of finished an old band. And we decided we still wanted to play shows. We still wanted to get out of town and play shows. So we started writing in the basement. And then shortly after, we brought in our other guitar player, Nick. And then after a while of playing, we brought in Justin. And then that's when we sort of made it Kylik and what it is now. And we've been sort of just chugging away at that ever since.
Yeah.
Nice. Right on. Awesome. How did you guys come up with the name?
Okay.
Now that I know how to pronounce it, I need to know everything about it.
Anybody who's been in a band since Facebook's been a thing knows what a band group chat is. So I got added to two when they finally officially made me a member of Kylak. I got added to a group chat that it was all about trying to come up with band names, and me at the time just wasn't really sure what to really say about it. So I would make jokes and I'd be like, "Let's call the band Kyle," and that's basically. And it was really funny. Everyone laughed. A lot of LOLs in the chat. And then I would zone out and watch them cycle through a bunch of band names, and I'd do it again, and it'd be less funny every time until I think day 3 of me being a part of this group chat. I was like, it kind of came to me Kylak, like it just kind of rolled well. KYLYK, just reversing it again, and we just doesn't have any real meaning. It just rhyme. It sounds really cool, and 5 letters, 5 dudes. I liked it, and it just everyone kind of liked it, and we just kept it, and I don't think we're gonna get rid of it.
I don't think so. That'd be foolish.
I don't think so.
It seems to be working for you guys. Like I've your page comes through my news feed every once in a while, and I pop on and see how you guys are doing, and like you seem like people like you. So it seems to be working for you guys.
Well, they like the name at least.
You guys seem like you're doing really well, actually.
Oh,
so
thank you.
No,
we try.
We try so hard.
We try so hard and got so far.
But in the end,
it's still Kylie.
So, yeah.
I really thought you guys were going to finish that too. It's okay, kiddo. So, right on. That's awesome. So, how did these 2 of the 5 guys from Kylak get into music?
Oh, man. I played drums in my church back when I did that, when I was a youngin'. Like, how we got into playing music?
Like together or just in general?
Well, individually, and then I guess how you guys like grew together will kind of flow into that.
Yeah, like go on.
I was in I was in another band in town. We had done some stuff. We had just started kind of getting out of town, and then we abruptly stopped because some people moved to Ottawa, and it wasn't like feasible. But then out of that, some of the old members, everyone sort of knows each other in North Bay. Like, you've been in a million bands, I've been in one, less zeros, and everyone sort of gravitates towards each other eventually. So it was just sort of a matter of time.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right on. You guys are pretty far away from me, eh? North Bay?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're like a good half a foot to a full foot of snow difference from you guys for sure.
Oh, right now, definitely. We're probably about 50 kilometers of wind ahead of you, though, right now. Guaranteed.
Fair enough.
Always.
Yeah. But as for me, I mean, I was a guitar player from the get-go. I used to play in a band many years ago called The Killing Field here in North Bay. So it was like a whole different scene back then. I think we started in 2005, and we stopped around 2015, 16. And then we got back together in 2017 where we met. I met a new bass player named Nick Edwards, who is not really a bass player, but an insane, crazy good guitar player. So, we jammed a few times at the Killing Field, and, Nick was like, "Hey, how would you like to sing for a metal band?" And I was like, "Oh, come on, man." I don't know, dude. So, but I humored him, and I show up at this house, Mac's house. Actually, it was Mac and Curtis, the original bass player from Kylak, and they played. I had a 6-pack. I was like 3 beers in, and I was like, "Okay, guys, let's see what you got." And they played the first song, "Boarding Party," which is now "Boarding Party," and like it's one of those moments where like it's so good that you're just sitting there laughing. You're like, "Oh my god,
yeah,
why have I not been asked to do this yet?" So I immediately fell in love with everybody,
awesome.
The music, and then as the time progresses, I fell in love with the members and stuff like that. But yeah, like that's how I joined Kylak, and I went from a guitar player to a vocalist. Yeah.
Awesome. Right on. You guys seem like you're pretty tight, which is cool.
Yeah.
I like talking to bands that have their shit together. I mean, the mom grab. I love that. You must be behind the steering wheel. I have 2 kids, so when I see yeah,
That's
you
the
didn't have a
grandma.
flip flop in your hand though. You get
Yeah.
way better reach and extension when you have something in your hand. Not that I would know or anything.
Of course not.
No.
None of us.
My kids are pretty good, actually. I've only ever had to give them empty threats. I've never had to follow through. so yeah. So Nick Edwards. Sorry, dude. Your name is so easy to pronounce, and I just fucked that up because again,
Yeah.
the day I've had. Nick Edwards says, "Cheers, guys."
Yay, Nick!
So,
Hi, Nick.
We were just talking about you.
It's true.
Yeah.
all good
Come
things.
find the car, Nick.
We're on Twigs on Worthington. It's fogging up right now. Just draw big hearts in the window so people know we're kissing. They won't bug us if we do.
Yeah, that's true.
Cop knocks on the door. No, officer. I swear it's an interview.
Yeah.
I mean, he's welcome to sit in the back and join if he wants.
Talk a little bit about the music scene, maybe.
Right? So what is your music scene out there like? I don't think I've ever been out there, to be honest with you.
You know more about it than I do.
Like I've kind of really I've mainly been involved in the music scene since like about 2005-ish.
Okay.
And it was pretty big way back then, in my experience. And over time, things just kind of shrunk a bit. But like everyone's one big community, so there's like a lot of punk bands, a lot of metal bands.
Yep.
There was a lot of metal bands, anyways. There's not so much anymore, but there's still a few kicking around.
More popping up now.
A lot of indie bands, like a lot of solo artists, individual acts, like just doing their own folk stuff. You know, you got some really good like progressive bands.
Cool.
Yeah, like Buffalo Jump is a big one in North Bay. I always like to talk about. We played with them for sure. You know, name drop.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll be asking for
yeah.
more of those in a bit for
And
sure.
and then like COVID happened and it kind of really shrunk the scene a lot. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, and like venues closed down, so it's harder for us to put on shows. But you know, we've been grateful to have what we have, and things kind of pick up. But it's here. It's definitely here. And like you have your cover bands as well. Lots of cover bands. Nick Edwards from the Coveralls. He in a million bands. That guy. He's in one of the best cover bands in this area, this district. Roadhouse and Coveralls. So
cool.
Yeah.
Coveralls. That's fucking brilliant. So simple and so brilliant. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I was fortunate to see Me First in the Gimme Gimmes a couple of years ago at World's Greatest Cover Band. And they were dressed in white tuxedos with pink flamingo shirts on and white, I want to say white boat shoes and pink socks. And like Spike is just a showman. And honestly, as much as I much prefer original, some cover bands just got it.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're if not more entertaining than some of the original bands that I've seen. So that's fucking cool. Right on.
Absolutely.
Love it. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, there's quite a few. We have quite a few good covers around down. I say down here, but I mean more Toronto area because as much as I'm in Niagara Falls, Toronto's also my home. So
For sure.
But yeah, no, we have a few good ones down here. Hey, did you guys see that System of a Down is touring?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I waited in line for 45 minutes to get my tickets.
How much? If you don't mind me asking.
For 2 tickets, I got. I didn't get general admission, but they were the same price apparently. But you're talking about like general admission floor, you're fighting like 100,000 people, or whatever that venue can hold. I don't know numbers, but they were about $600 for 2 tickets, which is not that bad. But then they went ahead and put another date in the next day on the Friday. So they just like made out with us and grinded with us on the Wednesday, and then
I didn't even buy you dinner for Friday.
And then they just turn around and go and fuck the weekend, and we're just sitting there watching right in front of us.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what about us?
Yeah.
So but whatever. It's gonna be a show. I love Polyphia.
I know. I saw that. I was like, holy fuck! I was really surprised to see that. So, but Deftones and System of a Down, what a wild fucking pair.
Yeah, that's like old. That's like now classic metal at this point.
So, anybody over 40, please leave the room now.
I just hit the 4-0, so I'm staying here. I'm gonna
Right
do
on.
nothing.
I
Yeah.
love it. I do. I love it. I don't care what anybody says. It's a privilege to wake up past 40 in 2024.
40's the new 20 or something. I don't know.
I've been through a whole bunch of health crap. I've said it a few times. Long story short, few heart attacks, blood problems, and I'm healthier now than I ever was in my childhood, my 20s, my 30s. I'm healthier now than ever, and I feel great. I feel 25 because I take care of myself. I got the heart of a 20-year-old. I got the mouth of a sailor. The attitude of a guy who's 6'7" and I'm only 5'5". So, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Like I've seen the other side, and to be honest with you, the only thing we take are our memories. Nothing else comes with us. Nothing.
Yeah.
When we become infinite, everything inside our head that stays infinite with us.
Nice.
So I highly suggest more mosh pits, lots of food that you love, and don't listen to the fucking government.
Oh no. Why would you?
Yeah. So I always ask this question. It's becoming a really old question, but I seem to get a lot of good answers out of it, and a lot of interesting stuff. So we mentioned COVID earlier, and some people give or take it. Sometimes I ask this question, and bands are like, "We don't want to talk about it." But what was it like for you guys? Did it benefit you as a band, and as musicians? Was it difficult to stay away? Were you like me and you broke all the fucking rules?
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah.
So for us, it was, and I would like to say that in the end of everything, it was a complete. It benefits in the sense that challenge, it's incites evolution.
Right.
So
Yep.
and relationships are a huge thing in being in a band, and that was a very personalizing, stressful time for every individual.
Right.
Right. So being in a band, it's not any better, especially in regards to the simple things like being able to go jam, all the way to the gratification and that feel you get of having a goal, where it's a show, or it's just like releasing something. So we struggled, but we found ways to adapt. Like we really came together and really figured out our shit. And yeah, it was stressful and hard, and but we did so good. Like I really think we did really good.
Yeah. No, in the end, it was hard. Like when you go from playing shows fairly like often, I'd say, to not playing them at all. That was such a we had plans to go to Aurelia, I think, to play with Tangents, and yeah, we do as well. And
love them.
I remember I was speaking to my cousin on the phone when I was telling him like, hey, we're coming to Aurelia, like you live in Aurelia, come to the show, it's going to be a lot of fun. And as I was telling him this, I heard my uncle be like, hey, like you should turn on the TV, like something's going on, like they've just announced this is a global thing. Man. I'm like, what? And then like maybe the next day they canceled the show. But out of that, we wrote music, which we are proud of, and that we can, now that that's not happening, we learned to record our own music, which was super helpful. And now it's like, now I don't think we could go back to the way things were before. It's just night and day difference now.
Yeah, like it was like one of those things where it's just like it really changed. It kind of changes you. Like when you power through something that's so difficult, it was because like, dude, it's so sad. It so sucks when you're like an artist and you want to just like, you just want to art everywhere. When you're a jazz and you just want to jazz everywhere all over the city.
Yeah,
but
and you can't put your jazz hands anywhere.
Yeah, you can't.
Get
so
that.
It's plus like all of the other stigma and stuff. It's like one of the most stressful times when you're stressed. You want to art. You want to like really express yourself. So that, amongst the fact that it was just so incredibly, there was no like goals like anymore. We had to like find new goals and stuff, and it became so empowering. Like it was like we are now so much stronger than we were because we are still Kylek after all that shit. And I think anybody who survived any of that shit is a way stronger person than they give themselves credit for it. Like just anyone, if that even matters. If it doesn't, don't care. Know that you're stronger getting through that shit.
It was one hell of a time because we were extremely divided, right? And those of us that wanted to art just couldn't understand why we couldn't, right? Why can't we just like, because we knew that was healing, we knew that was helping. And
Yeah.
to be honest with you, I went from coffee table books and putting on shows every time I released a book, which at this rate at that time was once every 10 years, to owning my own podcast, actually owning Sofa City Sounds,
Nice.
putting on productions all over Niagara region. You know, we have volume 4 and 5 hopefully coming out in the next year. We have a few other music books in the works. We do interviews for Rye Fields festivals. And you're right. Like when you get through all those challenges and you come out stronger on the other, it's almost like jumping over all of Donkey Kong's barrels and making it to his level,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my-
And knocking him off the top and making
Yeah.
it through. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I bent every rule I possibly could through COVID. I have a really hard time when it comes to listening, but because I did those things, I have what I have today, and I get to interview wonderful humans like yourself because of it.
Thank
So,
you.
no, thank you. I'm glad that people pushed through and did the things they did and came out stronger on the other side. It was a very difficult time, mentally, emotionally, physically, musically, artly.
Yep.
I don't know how to say it. Artsy,
Right.
artsy. I don't know.
It was a true bottleneck.
Artistically, there's the proper word.
Yeah.
Because I'm a writer.
It was a true bottlenecking moment for like a lot of like public sectors. So I mean, the scene kind of takes a dive, but like, you know, those who can really stick it through can really power through it. So they become.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. I'm really glad that it benefited you guys, because there are a lot of bands that are still together that had zero benefit from it. You know, they just had a really hard time making it through. So cheers to you guys for being able to do that. That's awesome.
Well, just to be clear, we just see the light in the dark. Like, I mean, it was very hard for us, but we know that because we simply survived it and then set goals for ourselves to achieve during it, that is considered a success.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, like I said, anybody who survived it, you know, whether they think that it wasn't, they didn't do anything, they fucking did benefit just because they got.
Yeah. Yeah. We came out on the other side, right?
Preach.
Oh, I don't know if it's that kind of show, but I mean, you can if you want to. I actually just ordered this thing. It's Jesus. It's like a little door frame thing, and it's Jesus standing at the top, and down the side it says, "I saw that."
Yeah.
So he's sitting in the door frame, kind of like poking in the windows or in the doors.
I love that. That's awesome.
I thought it was pretty cool. A friend of mine had seen it on Temu and ordered me one, so I ordered a second one for a woman I work with, because I always say that she goes to church on Sundays so she can hang out with me at work on Thursdays. As you can clearly see in the background.
Nice.
We're comfortable people. So yeah, so okay, so let's talk albums and merch. Like what do you guys have out there for music? Where can we find it? And do you have merchandise that people can go find and buy and support you guys?
Yes.
No, we do.
That was a 3-part question.
So we have an EP and a single right now. We're working on putting out music for the new year.
Yep.
Shows to accompany that. And we right now have our EP on Spotify and like all the streaming services.
Yeah.
We have our single right now is just on YouTube. So you can listen to it there, but we're working on putting it on Spotify when we release our music video for it, which will be out like I'd say before Christmas at this rate. It will be out. But fingers crossed, that's if everything doesn't crash.
Awesome.
And then merchandise, we have, well, we were just about to launch shipping merch to everywhere, but then Canada Post decided to take a little break. So,
Fuckers.
yeah,
Did you know they own 91% of Purelator?
Wow.
I learned that today.
Not very pure at all.
No. No, and they're a lot later than they said they were going to be.
Yeah.
See what I did there? Sorry.
In regards to merch, we have some older T-shirts discounted.
Cool.
We also have some of the new Hailmaker shirts still out, which is the very popular logo. The more commonly known scene logo recently.
We had an artist named Saba from Gatineau.
Yeah, from Montreal, Quebec. She provided that absolutely incredible piece of artwork. Super awesome, super helpful, and very accommodating. Check out her stuff on Instagram for sure. You can find all of her tags on our website. But
awesome.
we grabbed that. Mac did the logo for the top. It looks so cool. The red part of the shirt. So we got t-shirts. We have new hats that are out as well, like ball caps. The mesh back, very high quality work done by actually all of our merch is done by King Sportswear here in North Bay. Go if you're a musician or if you're just anybody who wants to get some merch done, or any like hats, mugs, pens, anything, small amounts, large amounts, go see Gary at King Sportswear here in North Bay. Amazing person to go and see.
Absolutely. We also do like we try every once in a while for merch to get like a few. We think it's important to get like a few niche things, like things you wouldn't expect to see. So we have rolling papers, for instance. If you
I'll take a set.
We'll send you one.
Clearly, I'll take a set.
We'll send you one of those.
Excellent. Can you wrap it in a hat for me, please?
Yeah, we can do that.
Sweet. I love shopping while I'm working.
Nice.
What was the?
We also have like these. They're bubbler attachments. So they're basically bubbler attachments with Kyle's name, and then they fit on top of a water bottle, and they turn into a bong.
Oh, cool!
For entertainment purposes only.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes. Facebook and YouTube. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only.
We also have your standard super cool Men in Black style sunglasses as well.
Those are fun. As
well as funky fun colored sunglasses available. And our newest addition to the merch line would be our sweaters, our hoodies. Yeah. Awesome, amazing hoodies done by, once again, King Sportswear. We haven't really advertised too much for them yet. They came out at our show, which was Chaos in the Bay.
We were about to, and then
it sounds like a fun party.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it was good.
It's now a yearly thing that we're trying to do.
I worked with a band. Now I don't know, were they from? You guys will probably be able to tell me because you're from North Bay. I worked with a band named Railgun.
Oh,
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Are they North Bay or Thunder Bay?
I think Thunder Bay.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Okay. Awesome.
Heard of them though.
Thanks for that. They're good. I hosted a Sofa City Sounds party in Toronto a year and a half ago, and they came out and headlined, and it was a great show.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun. So yeah, you guys in the north know how to party, that's for sure.
It's cold. We got nothing else to do.
It's
to
true.
Stay warm.
Yeah. I lived in Newfoundland for a year, so I completely understand that. It's fucking cold there too, man. So right on. That's awesome. Okay, shout outs. I heard you guys name drop a couple people. Who else have you guys worked with? Do you guys work with? Do you want to work with?
Oh, do we want to?
Companies that you've worked with, like you just mentioned with the merch company.
Yeah, well,
we should shout out. So we just mentioned Chaos in the Bay.
Yes,
that's now a yearly metal showcase that we're doing now, where we get some local metal bands, some heavy music. We get some younger bands like from high school. We get them together and we try and get out of town touring bands in the greater DIY scene too.
Ooh.
So it's sort of like a merging of the greater scene and like the tiny thing we have going on here.
Yeah,
but
that's amazing.
Businesses involved with it to sponsor a metal show for the first time. Yeah. We've never had any luck with that or tried it, but we had a bunch of really awesome businesses come behind and make it possible. Like it was expensive and they pulled through. So
yeah,
I'll help.
So
I'll help with that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
I'll do a whole bunch of interviews and advertising for you guys, and anything else I can do from down here, definitely. Oh, and I can give you a band that's out of town, Ready to Die. They're like family to me, and they're fucking good.
Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely look at it for sure.
Absolutely.
We had some amazing sponsors. There's a really big wrestling community here in North Bay. Huge wrestling community. And
I'm moving to North Bay.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. They are amazing. Dan Jarris from Northland Wrestling sponsored us, one of our bigger sponsors. Absolutely incredible guy. I cannot believe the amount of energy this dude has. He is amazing. So big thanks and big shout out to Dan Jarris for sure. We also have Marty from Rethink Studios, an incredible, very, very, very talented artist here in North Bay who does absolutely outstanding tattoo work, like some of the best stuff I've ever seen. Rogue Alchemy.
Yeah, Rogue Alchemy Beauty Lounge and Tattoo Shop. It's my
Cool.
fiance's shop, or she works there.
Beautiful.
Two tattoo artists there. It's super awesome. The band that ended up saving us, we had a band that had to drop off, unfortunately. But one of our sponsors was the cover band that Nick Edwards is in.
The Coveralls. Yes,
And,
Coveralls.
That's sick. That's cool.
And there was a lawn maintenance company, I can't remember. And there
Escapes.
Xscapes Longscaping.
Cool.
Longscaping, that's a hard one to say. And there was also Snow Forest Designs from Sudbury, who also they're based out of Sudbury. The bass player, I believe, the owner of that company was a bass player for a band in North Bay called Ditch way back in the day. So when he found there was local metal trying to reunite businesses with youth as well as touring artists, he jumped on. He really couldn't say no. So definitely got to give it up for Snow Forest for that, for sure.
Definitely. Awesome. And then for bands that we've played with and we like and like want to play with again, or bands that wait, before we shout out bands, like what's a band that you would like to play with that we haven't played
that with? I would like to play that I haven't played with, like that's local?
It doesn't have to be local.
Anybody.
Well, you know who I really miss? They came through a long time ago. I'd really like to play with one of these three bands. Unleash the Archers.
Oh yeah.
From Vancouver. Great. I mean, like, oh my God, I love that band. They're so good and so talented. I'd love to see Archspire again come through North Bay.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're talking Archspire, guys. Yeah. And then a band who I haven't seen in a long time, who I really miss because I just love their grooves, especially they're some of the first 8-string stuff that I've seen for that style of heavy death metal, would be Beyond Creation. Love Beyond Creation. That band is so good from Montreal. So
what a fantastic top 3.
Yeah, I mean, they're just such good bands.
That's awesome. What about you?
We played with a Japanese band called Hexvoid.
I love them.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. I had them out to Willie John's in the falls. They're fucking amazing.
So you know them. They're it's so good, so much energy, so fun front to back. I would love to play at least one more show with them, if not like as many as I can.
Fuck that band.
It was so fun. They're so nice.
Oh man,
very good English.
Cool. Yeah. That's awesome.
For bands that like, any bands that like
Scar for the Wicked.
Oh yeah,
love them.
Harvested.
Love them.
Yeah. Who else do we love? We love Iliad from back in the day.
Oh, rip. Yeah.
Yeah, we love Iliad. Rest in peace, Iliad. We love you guys.
Among Legends played our single release. They're a pop punk band from Kitchener and the GTA.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
They were super awesome. Hopefully we can play with them.
Yeah. What about local stuff? We got Spillover.
Oh yeah.
Awesome pop punk. You just die to see. Tall Pork. So much energy. So much fun.
That's
There's
awesome.
a new band in North Bay blowing up the scene. You're gonna see them in the future here, but we can't tell you too much about it.
Send them my way.
They're called Dengar.
Okay. Cool.
Very full of energy. Very like grind. Very cool shit.
Oh really? So yeah. The heavier and the grimier the better, man. The dirtier it is, the better. It's the more obscure, send it my way. Definitely.
I'd like to give a shout out to Sam Harvey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a musician in North Bay. He's an independent musician, and he does a lot of really awesome covers and puts on a lot of work in North Bay. And he's done a lot for Kylix, so we got to definitely mention. Yeah. What's some other bands? Like, I mean, who's other local
Evil Villain, obviously. We forgot to mention Evil Villain. They suggested you to us, and that's why we're here now.
Yeah, Matt's my boy. Matt and I are really good friends.
Yeah.
Vom itself from just outside North Bay based. Vom itself. Itself. Man, I can't believe I didn't think about this. I can't remember. I can never say their name right. I'm so embarrassed. What's Alyssa and Kai? What's their band again? It's
Dead Fields of
Woolwich. There we go. That took a long. Sorry.
Cool.
Fields of Woolwich. Nasty Bucket.
Love it.
Check out Nasty Bucket.
Love it.
All North Bay based. Super fun.
Okay.
Yeah, tight stuff. Really tight stuff. Just like really groovy shit. Like really
awesome.
Fun stuff. Yeah.
And please stand by because we got to play with them with Evil Villain and as well.
Yeah,
Where was that show?
That was in Toronto at Raven Grove. I'm not sure if you know where that is. It's like
I think I was supposed to be at that show because Ryan from Please Stand By and I are friends. I
Nice.
actually just saw him at, I feel like it was sooner than Lorna Shore, but I saw him at Lorna Shore and then I saw him somewhere else. I see him at like every fucking show I go to. Hey, Rodrigo just popped in. You guys just gained a new fan.
Hey.
Yeah, Rodrigo, he owns the Devil's Cellar, which patches all kinds of band memorabilia. He used to do shows, he used to throw shows together and stuff. He's a fucking dynamite human being. I highly suggest that you guys cross paths with him. He's a fantastic human. He does my Mayhem Metal Market. Actually, if you guys want to come down and hang around the falls for a weekend in June, I'd love to have you on the stage for the Mayhem Metal Market. Evil Villain, I'm pretty sure will be playing that show. I'm almost 100% that Matt said he's in for that show. So, yeah, I sponsored Beer Bash when they did it last summer. And yeah, like if you guys ever need a 50-50 person for anything, I'm your guy.
Cool.
I will empty pockets for bands, I promise.
Dope.
I did it for Ryfield Studios too, and we pulled in almost $1,000.
Tight.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, no, I don't fuck around, man. If we're raising money for bands, I'll put my hands in your pockets and I'll stuff them with tickets after I take your cash. I don't mind. And most of the pockets that I'm in don't mind either. So, and I'll leave you beer money. I promise. I'll leave you beer money.
Perfect.
I'm
we're really trying to get next year like booked up in advance. Like we have up until April now.
Yeah, we can't say too much yet, but
okay.
Right now we have some shows booked up basically until April. We got some pretty big acts coming through North Bay.
Okay.
It's going to be a good year for shows up here anyways. We still got some spots to fill if anybody else wants to come up though. So, I mean, yeah.
I can send some Niagara bands your way 100%. If you guys want to cross paths with Niagara, I'd be more than happy to send you some bands.
That'd be awesome.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
I haven't been to Niagara Falls in, I think I was 5. I vaguely remember it. So it's been a while.
Okay, well, we should definitely have you guys out for the Mayhem Metal Market. You'll be able to meet Rodrigo that day because he's one of my vendors. He did my last market and he fucking cleaned house, man. He's such a good dude. I can't say enough nice stuff about him. Absolutely. Oh, thanks, dude. I will keep up the great work. At least I'll try anyway.
That's who you like. It's almost mandatory that you need that kind of person in your circle, though, if you want to do anything with like media or your band or any sort of networking. You need people who just kick ass.
Yeah, absolutely. High energy. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I had right after the whiskey festival, or the festival at the Whiskey Pit, at the beginning of August, right until the beginning of November, I'm in burnout. There is no getting, unless I am going to a mosh pit that I did not create, I'm not doing anything between the end of the festival and the beginning of November. But high energy, man, you need to have high energy. You got to be a little slightly left of center. You know, you got to have some broken stuff up here for sure. Because if you don't, you can't thrive among the crazies in this business if you're not one of us.
No, it's
right. True. And we're all like family. Like I don't know if you guys knew Walter, but like people like Walter, bands like you guys, photographers like Miles. I can't say enough good things about Miles. He's one of my best friends, one of my favorite people to work with and party with. Him and Keith Abelston are probably 2 of the best photographers I've ever met. Tara Hay, Shot by Demon, she's another amazing photographer. Love
I know her. I think we follow each other on the socials for the Kylie page.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, no, she's a highly recommended human being.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely wonderful human. You need people like that. You need family like that in order for all of our moving parts to keep working, right? Like if we, like myself, I mean, I can't sing a note to save my life. Thank God I got my kid to do that. um, but you know, like I can't do what I do without bands like you guys. Right? Like I can't. There's Chelsea from Death Club. Have you guys heard of Death Club or
Oh, we've heard of Death Club. Hi, Chelsea.
fucking A? Yeah, I love her. She's one of the I said this last time and I'm gonna say it again, Chelsea. She's one of the hardest working fucking musicians I've ever met. She's a mom. She works her fucking ass off. She plays harder than she does all the other things. She's insane. Like,
It's
yeah.
impressive.
They're
And
another
especially Death Club as a whole, man. Like
yeah.
seeing the progression has been
Yes.
so fun. Like it's
And I know, and they just keep getting bigger, man. They do, and they make so much fucking noise for being three of them.
Hell yeah.
oh
Like,
yeah.
holy crap! They're another band I highly recommend pulling out your way. If you haven't already, yes, definitely bring Death Club out there. They're amazing. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. Sorry, I didn't know.
We're not gonna say when.
Or did I? Are we voguing now? My daughter shares a birthday with her. Subject change, and it wasn't smooth.
I'm stuck.
You're stuck?
Yeah.
Our sound booth is eating us.
What kind of car are you guys in?
Kia Rondo.
Cool. I drove a Kia Soul for just about a year, and I loved it.
Yeah, I like
And
this vehicle.
Yeah, no, I like Kias. Then I drove a Kia Sorento, and I hated it. I don't need a vehicle to tell you I'm obnoxious. I can do that on my own. So I sold that and I bought a Honda Fit, and she was the best car I ever owned. I got 100,000 kilometers out of her in just under 2 years.
Yeah.
And a tank of gas only cost me $40 because it was a manual.
Dude, that's the sweet spot right there.
Yeah, and she was a stick, so I had more control over my car than. Oh, she was awesome. She was so much fun. She took me everywhere. So, and then I took her to the wreckers, and she gave me $700. So minus that from $2,500, and that's what I paid for her. She didn't owe me a fucking penny. But now I have no car, and I'm miserable. So, right on. What's your favorite car? If you guys could own any car in the world, what would you own?
One of those flying cars for sure. Or like the Back to the Future one would be so sweet.
Oh, the DeLorean?
The one that travels back.
Well,
in
that's
time.
the one that travels back in time.
The DeLorean?
That's but the one that goes in back. Not a DeLorean.
Just the gotcha.
DeLorean. Yeah.
The DeLorean?
Yeah, I'm not a car guy, so I just go to make believe right away.
Yeah. I'm also not really a car guy. I don't drive.
Dinosaurs?
Oh man, that'd be cool. I'd totally ride a dinosaur to school.
Totally not what I meant, but I'm there. I'm totally there. Oh, could you imagine Dinosaur Wars, like jousting on dinosaurs instead of horses?
Oh hell yeah. If they don't just like sit on the raptor and then you're about to go and then it just eats you.
I swear I did not eat any mushrooms before this interview.
I wish I did. Oh man.
I promised you guys I didn't know where this was gonna go, and I delivered, I believe. Well, that's why I do it this way. That's why I don't script things. I don't learn any. Like, I like genuine conversation, and if I learn all of this stuff before I actually meet and talk to you guys, none of it's genuine. Right? None of the fuck ups are genuine. And then when I'm done my interview, if I miss a question or I didn't ask something right or what, it's too much of a hassle to beat myself up over that shit, right? So it's so much easier just to, hey man, how's it going? What's your favorite color? You know, like, what'd you eat for dinner? Do you remember what you ate for dinner? Because I have ADHD and I don't. So I might have a touch of the tism too, but that's probably a different podcast.
That sounds like a good podcast name, Touch of the Tism.
I love it.
Welcome back to On the Spectrum.
So I did a very short-term podcast. It was like 16 hours straight with Russ Wade from damn it, Goldie. Oh, I almost forgot. He's one of my best friends. I almost forgot the fucking band he was in. You guys should bring them out there too. So we did 16 hours on, like, I drove out to where he lives, which is a half an hour away from here. I drove him a package of mushrooms.
Yeah.
And we did 16 hours of podcasting back and forth, and we called it 80% high notes. Like 80% high notes, because we didn't know what else to call it. And all, like, we talked about music and stuff, but both of us have unmedicated ADHD, so we just shot the shit for 16 hours on mushrooms, and it was probably one of the funniest fun times I've had. I should find that and put it up. It was one of the most fun times, and it's so much easier when it's not scripted, because then you don't know if you made any mistakes or not, right?
Yep. Yeah. Can't fuck up a script if you don't got one.
That's right. I'm a writer's worst nightmare, and that's what I do for a living. So, this has been so great. This has probably been one of the most fun interviews I've had in a long time. So thank you very much for that, guys.
That's awesome.
Ditto.
Thank you. Is there anybody else you want to shout out to? Any shows you have coming up? Any bars that you recommend out your way?
Shows right now we can't really say, but definitely stay tuned to our Facebook or any of our social medias. Really,
awesome.
We just have to, but you'll see some stuff coming up for sure. Probably within 2025. Definitely within 2025. Bars. I mean, the Fraser Tavern's awesome.
Cool.
There's I don't really know what else is there in North Bay. Blue Dogs has been good to us for shows. Yeah. They're open. They're a smaller pub, but they have a great atmosphere and they have great staff and they're very accommodating and they're very good to bands. So
love that.
What about HC Honeycomb Promotions?
Is that I don't know if that's
not. Yeah, if you're ever looking for a show in North Bay, you can always feel free to message Mac and I. We are a little active in the show putting on promotion scene, so you can always come to us and we can, if not help you out, then steer you in the right direction. That's for sure.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take that information for myself.
Yeah,
everybody else can have it too, but I'll take that.
Yeah, but there's you can always, North Bay is a pretty easygoing city for the most part. So I mean, there's a lot of bars in North Bay. I think the Fox and the Fiddle is still open for live music. I know the college is trying to get back into things, but I don't have much information on it at the moment. I apologize. Okay. You can also there's Gorilla Grooves is always putting on shows in North Bay, so you can always keep an eye out for them, find them on social media. Also a local promotions company who do a great job in North Bay.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's all I can really think of, and I apologize if I've missed some things, but it's the way she goes. I forget stuff.
The way she goes, boys. It's the way she goes.
Oh yeah, we didn't shout out Ethos. We've
mentioned all these other
bands and stuff.
Ethos. Let me tell you about a band. Next biggest thing in North Bay is this band Ethos. Yeah, they're awesome. You want to spill the beans on Ethos or?
No.
I opened the can. Spill the beans.
Fine. Okay. We had them open up Chaos in the Bay. They were the first act to go. They were the first high school band that we had come in to sort of represent that part of the youth and hopefully get people interested in, younger people interested in playing in music so that we can have more people to play next year.
Right.
They opened up. They
filled that fucking room.
Yeah,
love it.
Front to back, they had that room filled.
Kids,
love
like
it.
there's
Love it. Yep.
I think the age cap is like 14, 15 on them.
Yeah, about that. I think it's between the ages of about 14 and 16 or something like that. So
the drummer's been playing for a year and he shreds.
He's amazing.
I don't understand it.
Yeah. They play grunge. They play good old school 90s grunge. They do like Silverchair covers from time to time.
Yeah. Cool.
But they nail it, and they have They have so much like moxie. They're
Yeah.
bleeding moxie. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And they are so dedicated, and they're very, very they're active in promoting, and they have great crowd reaching, great fan reach. Like they're always like trying to like they really give a shit about what they're doing. You know what I mean? You can really see the heart in their music. Wow, I'm so impressed with these guys.
It's because they haven't been tainted by our industry yet.
Yeah. Wow.
Gotta keep them safe.
So
no, please have them reach like that. That is who I look for. That is why I do this. I mean, I love the bands that are seasoned. Don't get me wrong. I like a good steak, but I like veal too. So like please send me the new bands. No, I'm serious. That's what I do this for. I'm good with metaphors because
look at that.
That's my brain. But no, seriously, send them my way. I would love to interview them 100%. They sound, we have a band similar to them called Emerge from out here. Their lead singer is 15 years old, and they're the ones that sold out the Warehouse for Stuck in Neutral. Highly recommend them. Check them out if you don't know them. And they sold half the fucking room. And they're kids, and they were good. Right? Like they had heart. They paid attention to what they were doing. They fucking listened to their music teachers, let me tell you. Like they were good at what they did. So that's really cool that you guys have your own version of that.
Yeah.
Chelsea from Death Club said she added them yesterday.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, and I'm going to do the same. And Rodrigo said that he's going to be hosting shows at the Warehouse in Hamilton soon. That's good to know, dude. I certainly will be getting a hold of you to put together some Sofa City shows for that. 100%. Sure. Yeah, so I would definitely love for you guys to come out to Niagara. And if Rodrigo's putting on shows in Hamilton, I highly suggest him. Have you guys headed out to the couch yet? To the pod couch at Ryfield Studios?
No, not yet. No.
Okay, I'm if one of them hasn't popped in yet, I'm sure one of them will pop in. Get a hold of Shane or Steph or Ben, any one of them. They'll probably direct you to Steph or the show page, and they 100% will respond, and I'm sure they'll get you guys out there. They're so fun.
That'd be fantastic.
Sweet,
yeah. And Ben and Shane are in All That Is Unholy. They're from Brantford.
Cool. Okay, I've heard.
Highly recommend. They're really good people, and they're like me, man. They're die hard for supporting the scene. I don't know why that was so difficult. I say that sentence all the time. But yeah, they're diehard for supporting the scene. They throw festival at the Whiskey Pit every year. They're this year coming up is year 5. They do 15 bands. We had
wow.
Beyond Deviation. They had Beyond Deviation headline from Quebec. They drove out from Quebec. They performed and then got back in their car and drove back home. And they I have never heard a pig squeal and a guttural growl come out of the same human being simultaneously until that night.
Demon. Wow.
Oh, I seriously, man, I never heard. He certainly gives Will a run for his money.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah. 100%. They were so good. Catastrophic Hemorrhage. I highly suggest them. They're fantastic. Nick Alves, he's probably the one to get a hold of. So yeah, they're all bands that would be great friends for sure and fun to hang out with.
You know who's a great friend? Our good friend Alana Andrews, from the original singer from
Misshapen.
From Misshapen. We just want to give a shout out to Alana and say, Lana, if you're listening, we love you. Sally Boys for life.
Oh man.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Not sorry. Lana, love you.
We love you.
Miss you.
I love when inside jokes pop up on the show. I never want to know about any of them. I just whatever.
Sally Boys.
That was a good one. That was one of my favorite things.
You could probably.
Yeah, it really, I guess, we played a show with a band, Misshapen, many years ago. We fell in love as friends. Like, these guys are so cool. It was like an instant like bond with our bands. And we played in Pembroke, Ontario at the Nelson Street pub before it closed. And we took Lana and I took a selfie and we posted it. And I'm just dressed like I normally dress, and Lana and an individual had commented along the lines of, when I was your age, metalheads were a bunch of men and not a bunch of Sally boys. So it became this ongoing joke. So because like whatever.
He for that show, I believe he took the shirt off and then with Sharpie wrote Sally Boy on his stomach.
I love it.
So we still have this epic picture of him like it's a cool side shot and like he's going kind of silhouetted, but you can see Sally Boy on his stomach. That's my favorite.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Those are the best shots. The best gut punches is stuff like that. When you take something that's supposed to be insulting and you turn it into something funny.
Yeah.
You make it your own.
That's evolution. That's the challenge, right?
Yeah.
Let people are gonna even if you make music that 99 out of 100 people like, there's gonna be one dude who's like, I don't like it because I don't like music. Or so there's always one thing.
Yeah.
So
Who the fuck uses the term Sally Boy still?
I don't know. Us now.
Yeah, all the time.
Forever and ever and ever.
Forever. It's the best movie ever. I love Sandlot.
I'm not a big fan of prog snobs and tech Nazis. I'm sorry it's not technical, and I'm sorry it doesn't have a fucking 9, 12, 17 time signature. It's art,
Yeah, you're supposed to have fun.
Enjoy it for what it is, not what it is not.
Yeah.
So Sally Boys for life.
That's awesome. That's how I ended up with some of the tattoos that I have, though. I have a tattoo on the inside of my finger that says "fuck that guy," and it's for the bass player of Slightly Intoxicated, and it's all because of a customer we had one night at a bar we used to run together that insulted his shirt. And after Jesse came out and had a couple of drinks, he was like, "Fuck that guy," and I wrote it on a piece of tape and put it on his shirt. And I had it tattooed on my finger the next morning. So now I have "fuck that guy" written on the inside of my finger. And it's like the best tattoo I have.
Choices.
Yeah. So I don't know.
The memories.
Well, yeah. I think that's the best part about doing what we do and working in this industry and being a part of this family is we all have those Sally Boy memories.
Yep.
Every one of us has one, right?
Oh yeah.
So
that'll be our Christmas album, Kylik, Sally Boy Memories.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Did I just name one of your albums?
You might have.
Possibly.
At least the April Fool's single. But...
Patent pending.
Oh, I own one of those. I have a patent. They're actually a little bit more difficult to get than you think.
Yeah.
They're not cheap
it's
either.
not as easy as just saying patent pending, right? Like,
Yeah, I know.
I tried.
I don't know. I mailed it to myself, and my lawyer said that was legal. So
yeah, I heard about that.
yeah, I did. And then I did some paperwork for it, and I sent in some money for the paperwork, and they sent me a piece of paper with like a 12-digit number on it that basically said it. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
What was that number again?
Yeah, 12 digits. 1 through 12.
In that order?
Sure. No.
Can you tell us the day you apply?
Yeah.
No.
It
was December because the page for my invention keeps coming up in my memories.
Nice.
So I know it was December.
Sally Boy memories.
Sweet Sally Boy.
Sweet Sally Boy memories.
SSM for short.
That's the only country song you guys ever release.
Oh, that would be great.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'd do anything almost, sort of. I do that anyway.
I love sort of.
Let me just backtrack. Can we edit that out?
Nice save. No, we're live, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're experimental for music.
Well,
Turns head, coughs, and looks back nonchalantly.
Ducks and goats.
Not in the doctor's office. Sorry. Oh, there goes my alarm. It must be 8:00.
Oh.
She is like clockwork, I'm telling you. She's quiet for the whole interview, and then she's like, "Hey, Mom, it's about that time." And I honestly can't complain because when I first got her, all she did was bark through the interviews. and now she's quiet and eats her ham bones. So
Nice.
I keep complaining.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I have to say, I've had a few dogs growing up, and if I had gun to my head, had to own one dog for the rest of my life, it would be female bull mastiffs.
Cool.
Absolutely the sweetest dogs. They're super
bitch.
heavy. They're protecting what?
Big bitches.
Oh yeah. She's
the
she's
term for a female dog is bitch.
you said that so politely.
And it's a big dog, so big bitch. I'm not gonna be rude. Just trying to let you know.
Just trying
It's
to
a
let
big
you know.
bitch. Big bitch.
See? It's all in the accent that makes it polite, right? It's the execution. No, she's a fantastic dog. She's only a year and a half, and she's in between 90 and 100 pounds. So,
Cool.
and her bark's about 500 pounds, and that's all that matters to me.
You're getting bigger.
Wow. She definitely outweighs my 11-year-old.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah, my 11-year-old can't walk her anymore because
I was gonna say, yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
yeah, no, and my 14-year-old's got pretty good control, but she's my dog. She's my baby.
Nice.
So, what's your favorite dog before I let you guys go? That'll be our last question, or second to last question. I want a dad joke before we leave.
My favorite dog's a corgi because I have one, so I'm biased. So I forever sort of just stuck with that.
What's your dog's name?
His name's Machi.
Awesome. Okay, we won't tell him that you prefer Dobermans.
Okay. I won't let him know.
Okay. No, that's awesome. Right on. Right on.
My favorite dog is an alive one because mine's dead.
That's the worst.
No, for real though, she was a black lab terrier, so she was pretty cool. My
Awesome.
mom just got like a labradoodle, like a little blonde labradoodle.
They're
That is
cool.
absolutely adorable, and I'm
Yeah.
in love with it right now. So I mean, like, a favorite dog, I don't know, just a happy one.
Cool.
You know, a
Right
happy
on.
dog. So,
That's like way better answer than
and if it's not happy or healthy, I still love it. I just wish it
Oh.
more well, you know.
I mean, do you guys like cats?
Yeah,
Do you? What about Sphinx cats?
I don't know what that means, but sure, why not?
Sphinx
love all-
cats.
I love everything, just some things way more than others.
Sphinx cats are hairless cats.
Oh,
Okay.
that's so gross.
Yeah, they feel like balls.
It's like a wiener. It's like,
It's like-
it's like a
No, they
wiener.
do, man. They feel like balls. They do. I call them my scrotum cat.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I got those. I don't need a running around set of those.
A
That
$2,000
that shit's in a
detachable
box,
set of
you know?
balls.
Really cool.
So I own one of those, but I also own a 20-pound Maine Coon.
Oh, cool.
And when they lay together, if the Maine Coon lays down after the Sphinx, all you can see is the Sphinx's head. You can't see his body because the Maine's hair covers him. It's the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Skin ball.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm an animal person. I own fish too. I have almost 300 gallons worth of fish tanks in my house.
Oh, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. I have a 150 that has 2 Oscars in it, and it lights up.
Oh, nice.
Good. Yeah.
Any tropical fish, or are they all like fresh?
No,
water?
they're all cichlids because they're easy to take care of.
Cool.
So yeah, they're probably more expensive than therapy, but they last longer.
Yeah, and you're in control, so you're like, ha ha.
Yeah.
It's
So
like a power-
well, I used. Pardon?
It's like a power thing.
Yeah.
You're in control. Therapy or not,
Yeah.
right? Is that
Yeah.
like
No, I get that. I used to be a piranha mom, and then after all the Carls passed away, I decided to try my hand at Oscars because all my piranhas were named Carl.
Piranha Mom.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's a great
Piranha
song.
Mom.
Love it.
Love it.
Piranha Mom's a good band name.
That's a great band name.
That's a
Hi, we're Piranha Mom. We're here to eat your ass.
So this interview, much like 2 weeks ago's interview, I'm going to download and send to you guys for all of the song ideas and album ideas for you guys for later.
Yes.
Awesome. Yes,
Awesome.
please.
I did my interview 2 weeks ago. It was the same thing. I'm pretty sure I don't remember who it was, but I'm pretty sure the band came up with like 2 songs and an album name on the spot while we were having the conversation. And I was like, yeah, I'll send that to you later.
Yeah.
It's a good workshop right there. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So right on. Well, it's been an absolute blast with you guys. If you could send us off with a dad joke, that would be great.
Dad, take it away.
Oh man. I had like 3 yesterday and they're all gone. Oh my god.
Why
If
does
you think
Santa?
of one first.
Why does Santa not have any kids? Because he
Why?
only comes once a year. Merry Christmas and have a good night.
What kind of shoes does a kidnapper wear?
Oh God, I don't know. I'm not one of those things.
White Vans.
Okay.
That's good. That's a good one.
Uh.
Because for sneaking, right?
Well, you know,
No.
sneakers.
the
Yeah,
wrong-
for sneaking. No, that would be great.
Oh wait, this was my dad's favorite joke. What did Batman say to Robin before he got in the Batmobile?
What?
Get in the Batmobile.
Fuck off.
All right. So why
Without, like, dying.
when
Oh
geese
my
fly
God.
in a V, why are there more on one side than the other?
Why?
Because there's more on the other side.
Yeah. Genius.
Sorry, I just had to follow along with it. You opened the door for cheese, so
Oh yeah.
I just
Sorry,
grated
but I
mozzarella.
apologize. I'm lactose intolerant.
I'm leaving with that one. That was fantastic. I'm going to keep you guys backstage for one more minute before we end this show.
Sure.
Next week, we have Hellrager on the show. Hopefully, it will be a little less chaotic and we'll actually have a promo out, which I do apologize for, guys. But it seems like we had some good feedback tonight, so I'm not too worried. The week after that, I have no fucking idea what's going on. Oh, it's Christmas, and we have Ready to Die coming on for Boxing Day. So that should be some fun fucking shit. Yeah, I don't know. Wear your seatbelts and eat lots of food this Christmas, and we'll see you guys next week.